If it was a Republican that was caught texting Jeffrey Epstein himself during a congressional hearing, you liberals would be losing your godforsaken minds. This woman was caught red-handed texting Jeffrey Epstein, and where is y'all's outrage about it? Because right now I hear crickets. I don't hear shit coming from y'all. And this is exactly what I'm getting so beyond fed up with. The fact that y'all never call out the weird bullshit behavior within your own party. Y'all love to pick and choose what to be outraged about because it depends on who it pertains to. Because let's be honest, y'all really don't give a fuck about those victims. All y'all care about is seeing Trump's name on that list. Y'all gotta remember something. Actions speak louder than words. And right now, the actions are speaking very loud. Like I said, this right here just proves that y'all truly do not actually care about any victim. You never have. So stop the dumb bullshit.
Facts. They don't actually care. They just want to go after Trump. And I'm going to prove that they don't actually care. Because we recently found some things out. And you'll be, well, I won't say you'll be surprised. But it's going to be quite interesting to hear what Democrats had to say about it. And we're going to get into that. But before we get into that, I want to play this clip because Democrats are extremely desperate.
Democrats, because...
Whoa. Wait a minute, brother. They're extremely desperate to try to frame Trump in any way, shape possible. And so they're literally just making stuff up. Just making it up. Don't believe me? Check it out.
Someone needs to check on the Democrats because what are they even doing? They just had to delete a tweet that they posted earlier today because they claimed that this email proves that Trump spent Thanksgiving with Jeffrey Epstein in 2017 when he was already president. Yeah, big problem with that is that all it takes is a simple Google search to prove exactly every single thing that Trump did on that day, and you can easily tell that he didn't spend it with Jeffrey Epstein. And you know it's bad when they had to delete the tweet because this Twitter account, this official Democrats Twitter account, they just go full bore with all the lies. I mean, they do not have any problems leaving lies up. And you know it's bad when they had to delete it. This is just getting embarrassing at this point. Not only can articles like this prove exactly what he was doing, but of course, since he was president, they have literally his minutes. Every single thing he did on that day, where he was. And as we know, Trump had banned Jeffrey Epstein from Mar-a-Lago years and years and years prior, okay? Trump was in Mar-a-Lago, Trump was in Florida the entire time. Now, as always, when these fake stories are posted, the damage is already done, right? I mean, it got millions of views. You had big Twitter accounts reposting it, saying, oh, Trump was with Epstein on Thanksgiving in 2017. Now, the fact that they deleted it is going to get a lot of attention, and the truth is hopefully going to be spread. But they got what they wanted, right? They pushed a fake narrative. But again, when you are proven to be a liar, it hurts your credibility so much more. And when people find out that they are lied to, it makes them oppose you even more. So they keep shooting themselves in the foot. So go ahead, keep sending us more hoaxes. We'll keep debunking them, and we'll keep gaining trust with the American people while you guys destroy yours.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We will continue to gain more and more trust on this side of the political aisle while we disprove every lie that they want to continue to spew out. What's even crazier is that it is quite interesting how they want to literally make up a lie that Trump was with Epstein, but it's not a lie that Epstein was literally texting a Democrat. Yeah, no joke. Democrats don't want to talk about that one though, do they? Check it out.
Hearing where the House was questioning Michael Cohen, Plaskett was communicating with Jeffrey Epstein. To be clear, this is years and years after he was convicted in 2008 of soliciting a minor. Plaskett was texting with Epstein that morning, the morning of the hearing that was aired on C-SPAN. She texted with Epstein, he'll talk about his grades. Epstein responded, what privilege stands behind the non-release of college transcripts? He then says, great outfit. Wow. You look great. Wow. All caps. Plaskett replied, wow. Thanks. It goes on. At 10:41 a.m., Epstein, ever the weirdo, texts her, are you chewing? Plaskett responds, not anymore. Chewing interiors of my mouth. Bad habit from middle school.
Then Epstein asks when Plaskett's turn for questioning Cohen will come up. And she replies, hours, go to other meetings. But then we get to the meeting. Then we get to her turn. Then we get to the questioning of Cohen. And Epstein tells her, Cohen brought up Rona, keeper of secrets. Plaskett doesn't know who Rona is. You don't know who Rona is. And Rona's in all caps. So Plaskett responds at 2:25 p.m., Rona? Then she says, quick, I'm up next. Is that an acronym? Then finally Epstein responds, that's his assistant. Now listen, this is all of how it played out on text exchange. Now I want to show you the video from a C-SPAN airing. These are time-stamped. So is the C-SPAN time-stamping of that congressional hearing. And you'll see Plaskett look down at her phone as these texts come in and change her questioning, including not knowing the last name of Rona, who she ends up asking about to Cohen.
Mr. Weisenberg and other individuals, Ms. Rona. Who are those individuals? As Ms. Rona, what is Ms. Rona's position?
Rona Graff is Mr. Trump's executive assistant.
And would she be able to corroborate many of the statements that you've made here?
Yes, her office is directly next to his, and she's involved in a lot.
Time-stamped right there. In that moment, another text from Epstein. What does he tell Plaskett? Good job.
Newly released documents reviewed by the Washington Post appear to indicate that during a 2019 hearing where Michael Cohen testified, Stacey Plaskett received text messages from Jeffrey Epstein. The Post reviewed multiple video feeds from the hearing, and this is what they found. So he texted her, "Are you chewing?" And she said, "Not anymore." So he's watching this live and sending her text messages.
Attorney-client privilege, yes, I will
He
turn
says,
it over.
Cohen brought up Rona, keeper of secrets. This is Jeffrey Epstein. And she says, Rona, basically asking who is that. She doesn't know who Rona is.
To correct the record, yes or no? Yes.
And she says, quick, I'm up next. Is that an acronym to what Rona, R-O-N-A? That's the individual. She's the keeper of secrets for Trump. That's his assistant, Jeffrey Epstein says.
Yes.
And then now she's going to ask Michael Cohen.
Mr. Weisenberg and other individuals, Ms. Rona. Who are those individuals? Are they with the Trump organization?
They are.
Are there other people that we should be meeting with?
So, Alan Weisselberg is the chief financial officer.
Uh-huh. You got to quickly give us as many names as you can so we can get to them.
Yes, ma'am.
As Ms. Rona, what is Ms. Rona's position?
Rona Graff is Mr. Trump's executive assistant.
And would she be able to corroborate many of the statements that you've made here?
Yes, her office is directly next to his. And
Good
she's
work from Jeffrey Epstein.
A lot.
Yeah, so you saw that. But apparently Jeffrey Epstein and Trump are supposed to be like the greatest of friends, but Jeffrey Epstein was literally telling Stacey Plaskett, oh, good work. Trying to give her you literally can't make this stuff up, man. You literally can't make this stuff up. A Democrat literally texting Jeffrey Epstein. Now, if that had been Trump, this would be a huge ordeal. Oh my goodness. Trump was texting Epstein. Oh no. Right? You literally have some Democrats defending Stacey Plaskett. Hakeem Jeffries was asked about her, and check out what he had to say.
Do you think it was appropriate for her to be texting with Jeffrey Epstein 11 years after he pleaded guilty?
I mean, I have not had a conversation with Stacey Plaskett to discuss this issue because we've been focused today on making sure that there was a decisive vote as it related to the Epstein files and the release. I'm thankful for the work of Representative Massey, of Ro Khanna, but most importantly, the survivors.
Do you plan to talk to her about it?
I think that we successfully defeated a resolution that lacked any basis, was not credible, and was being brought by an individual who was trying to weaponize this issue to reinvigorate his own failed gubernatorial campaign in South Carolina. It was rejected on a bipartisan basis on the floor today. That's the end of the story.
Yeah, I was just asking if you personally believe messaging with Jeffrey Epstein, who is at that point a registered sex offender, is appropriate for a member of the House Democratic Caucus.
That's the third time you've asked me this question, and I'm going to give you the same exact answer. Our focus today is on making sure that the Jeffrey Epstein files were released. If you want to have a conversation with Stacey Plaskett about it, I'm sure she'd be willing to talk to you. It was an illegitimate effort to try to remove her from the House Committee on Intelligence, and that was defeated in a bipartisan way.
Notice how he didn't want to really answer the question. I'll give Caitlin Collins a little bit of credit for, continuing to try to ask him the question, right? I'll give her a little bit of credit. Not much. But there was also something interesting that we found out, speaking of Hakeem Jeffries. And you want to know what that is or what that was? Well, check it out.
Congressman James Comer, he also dropped a bombshell on the House floor revealing Hakeem Jeffries, dollar store Obama, he once tried to dip his hand in Epstein's cookie jar.
Another email shows Democrat fundraisers invited Epstein to an event or to meet privately with Hakeem Jeffries as part of their 2013 effort to win a majority. So Hakeem Jeffries' campaign solicited money from Jeffrey Epstein. I support full transparency. The Oversight Committee will continue to work to get the truth to the American people and to get justice for the victims. That's our goal of this investigation.
Well, that right there is some transparency for you. Something the Democrats, they just know nothing about. Friends Brooklyn's Barack, they call him, or better known as Dollar Store Obama, he hoped to wine and dine with Jeffrey Epstein. And this, friends, was after Epstein was convicted of soliciting prostitution with a minor in 2008, which I'd like to clarify should have been rape of a minor due to the fact that a minor cannot give consent. Hakeem Jeffries had to know that, but he just didn't care. He wanted to connect with Epstein regardless.
Yeah. So, according to James Comer, Hakeem Jeffries was trying to get cozy with Jeffrey Epstein, get some of them dollars. Quite interesting, ain't it? Quite interesting, if you ask me. And of course, Jasmine Crash Out Crockett had to enter the, front stage because, of course, she wants to be popular. And this is what she had to say. Check it out.
Folks who also took money from somebody named Jeffrey Epstein, as I had my team dig in very quickly: Mitt Romney, the NRCC, Lee Zeldin, George Bush, Win Red, McCain Palin, Rick Lazio. I just want to be clear. If this is the standard that we're going to make, just know we're going to expose it all. And just know that the FEC filings, they are available for everybody to review. This is absolutely ridiculous.
So she basically just named a bunch of people, minus Lee Zeldin, that are retired, that are gone out of the Republican Party. Gone. What she failed to mention, though, is the long list of Democrats who have actually taken money from Jeffrey Epstein. And I want to show you guys this list because it is crazy. Look at that list. That's one hell of a list, ain't it? Bill Clinton, Chuck Schumer, Hillary Clinton, John Kerry, John Edwards, I don't know how to say that last name. Chris Dodd, Max, Jeff, Joe. Like, come on now. Stacey Plaskett herself, the chick that was texting Jeffrey Epstein. She failed to mention all of those names, but she wanted to mention a bunch of Republicans that are basically out of the Republican Party at this point. Okay, you got us there. Ooh, you got us. A bunch of people we already basically kicked out of the party. Congratulations, Jasmine. Congratulations. Goodness gracious, man.
The bill to release the Epstein files is headed to Trump's desk. It's passing through the House and Senate. The Epstein release has been a roller coaster. Is the ride over? We don't know. We know Democrats think it'll damage the president, but now it's backfiring on them big time. Remember, Epstein was a Democrat. He was a Democrat donor, and he hung out with Democrats and the liberal media at all of his homes. Larry Summers, who worked for both Clinton and Obama, was a pen pal with the pedo, even asking Epstein for dating advice. And now he's stepping down from his gig at Harvard. Oof. Bill Clinton was supposed to testify last month, but his lawyers are playing games. Careful, you can go to jail for ignoring a House subpoena. House Democrat Stacey Plaskett's also getting Epstein. She took thousands in donations from the predator, and he fed her questions during a congressional hearing. Raskin says it was a perfect phone call.
They've arraigned a Democratic member for taking a phone call from her constituent, Jeffrey Epstein, in the middle of a hearing. And of course, I don't think there's any rule here against taking phone calls in a hearing.
But all these Epstein revelations are suddenly making hips clam up.
Do you condemn Stacey Plaskett just talking to a sex trafficker during a hearing?
I haven't had a conversation with Stacey Plaskett.
But does that trouble you?
I have not had a conversation with Stacey Plaskett.
Well, we just found out why Hakeem doesn't want to answer any questions.
Another email shows Democrat fundraisers invited Epstein to an event or to meet privately with Hakeem Jeffries as part of their 2013 effort to win a majority. So Hakeem Jeffries' campaign solicited money from Jeffrey Epstein.
Hakeem's team sent an email to Epstein asking for money and inviting him to dinner, telling the pedophile that Hakeem was the Brooklyn Barack. Democrats and Epstein shared a lot of things, especially TDS.
I just got a little report, and I put it in my pocket, of all the money that he's given to Democrats. He gave me none, zero, no money to me, but he gave money to Democrats. And people are wise to your hoax.
They still can't get over their old buddy Jeff. Swalwell trusts the Epstein people more than Pam Bondi.
By nature of who is being forthcoming and who is not, I believe the Epstein estate over the DOJ right now.
What does that mean? I guess he still has trust issues after Fang Fang. And this just in.
New hoax alert. New hoax alert. New hoax alert.
The LA Times thinks Trump might destroy the Epstein files. How do you destroy evidence of a crime you didn't commit? Doesn't make any sense. Even CNN's fact-checking Democrats.
The president has not been accused of any crimes or wrongdoing as it relates to Jeffrey Epstein or these files, even with these emails being released. That's one thing that we need to make clear. But
yet,
one thing about...
He has not been charged yet. Yes.
Yeah, there's no accusations, though, of any wrongdoing.
Trump's tired of hearing the Democrats squeal about a dead pedophile.
You know, and here's the issue. And I saw there was like a clip on TikTok or something that I remember coming across, and he laid it out pretty perfectly. The issue with the whole Epstein files now at this point, right? Once they're released and Trump's name isn't implicated in any type of wrongdoing in the files, people are just going to say that they're fake. Or he deleted the files. That's I guarantee you that's exactly what they're going to say. I guarantee it. Guarantee. Save this clip. Save this clip, all right? When the Epstein files come out, and it's clear as day that Trump hasn't done anything wrong, liberals, Democrats, mainstream media, they are all simply going to say the files are fake or Trump altered the files in some way, shape, or fashion. Guarantee it. You can cash that in at the bank. Guarantee it. It's cashing in every time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guarantee you that is what's going to happen. The files are going to come out and people are going to say, oh, wait, where's this evidence that you guys were telling us that Trump was in the files? Hey, Democrats, politicians, Chuck Schumer, Hakeem Jeffries, where's Trump in the files? Well, you know, Trump and his administration, the MAGA Republicans, they had the files taken away from us for so long of a time that we don't know what they did with all the files, but this is what we have, and it seems as if some things may have been altered. You know, I was doing my little Hakeem Jeffries impression while he's trying to impersonate Barack Obama, which his impersonations is absolutely terrible and super annoying. He does this whole hand motion and does these pregnant pauses that don't even seem natural. You know, it's so weird. It is so weird. But anyway, that is going to be the issue with these files. Trump's not going to be in them, and people are going to say that Trump's administration altered them in some way, shape, or fashion. I guarantee it. But as always, y'all get in the comments and let me know your thoughts and your opinions. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Subscribe if you are new. All right? Hit that subscribe button, because 50% of y'all that watch, you're not subscribed yet. Hit that subscribe button. Join the family. Stay safe out there. Peace and love. I'm out.